Isaac, your camera. So good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Woo! We are already going through it. We haven't even gotten started yet. Welcome to COMM 205 at Bowie State University, Media Literacy for Diverse Audiences. I'm Dr. Jane Cubbage, and this is my class. We have Raheem, Antoine, Alasia, Aljay, Isaac, and Bryson joining us today for a discussion on media literacy and video gaming and the video gaming industry. So, as we normally do, we do 4 segments of 15 minutes each. And today, our segments that will discuss the video games, the video gaming industries, and video gaming itself. We will do 4 segments, and segment 1 will be on the evolution of video games. And then segment 2 will be on media literacy in gaming. And segment 3 will talk about diversity and inclusion in gaming. And then segment 4, we will talk about the future of gaming. So, without any further ado, I want to get started with our questions. Thank all of you for joining us. And if any of you who are joining us on YouTube, thank you also for joining us. Our questions that we're going to start off with. First, what do you like most about gaming? Why is gaming such a big thing today? What's so big about the gaming industry? Yes.
I feel as though that gaming is just like more so it's just fun to do. Like it just depends on what type of gamer you want to be or who you like, what type of games and stuff that you like to play. I personally like playing sports games um over like shooting games and stuff like that because I don't know, I just really enjoy sports, so that's what my main focus is when I do gaming and stuff like that. So it helps me um recognize the players in real life and how they their playing styles and all that other stuff because I like to gamble as well. So
Nice,
I
nice,
like
nice.
I like to play sports games and stuff like that. So it's cool.
Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's a good answer. How about anybody else? What do you like most about gaming? Anybody else?
I'll say I like trash talking.
Being in the background, egging other people on. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm very competitive. I don't play games per se, but when I'm around people that are playing the game and they're winning, I feel like I have to be their hype man and like, they're too in the zone, so I have to be their voice. So I might instigate some rivalry depending on what type of game it is, but it's fun for me.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, we always need, the fan base to kind of help everybody else on. It's kind of like if you're playing sports, right? So it's the same thing with the gaming industry. Nice, 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 nice. What else do we like about gaming? Anybody else?
I would say, I guess I just like it. Like Raheem said, it's fun. It's just fun to do, and it's just when you have free time, it's just fun to do. It could also be exciting, like especially when you get yourself a new game, something that you've had to play for. It's just overall exciting and it's fun.
Right. Nice, nice, nice,
It's a
nice.
good thing too, and it's I don't know, it's just really addicting to do, bro. Like once you're in the zone, you'll start playing for like 2 to 3 hours. It's very time consuming.
Yeah.
And I might like get out of class or something. I need to wind down or something. I'll play a game or two.
Right. So it helps you relax.
Yeah, depending on what you're playing.
Yeah, got it, got it, got it. So, how long have you all been gaming? How long have you been gaming? Lasia, we're going to get to your story when you tell us how long, but we're going to ask the others first, and then we'll double back to you.
Okay.
How long has everybody been gaming?
I've been playing games since PS2,
How long?
uh, which
Oh
was
man,
like I was about like 6, 7.
Wow.
Like it's been a long time. Like I went from PS2 to PSP to Xbox 360, everything. Like I've been through a different variety of consoles, but I know that's a question, so I'm not gonna really get into that.
That's kind of
but
funny
I've been
because
playing for a long time.
Algie,
my
you was
first game,
yeah.
my first system was a Sega.
Ah.
My first system was a Sega, but my favorite was a Game Boy. I don't know if y'all ever remember, if anybody remembers like a Game Boy.
Yeah, I heard
I used to
about
take
that,
the
bro.
game. My grandmother used to make me go to church. I used to take the Game Boy with me to church. That's where the first Pokemon came out. But man, I've had them all. My favorite was probably the Dreamcast. I don't know how many people remember the Dreamcast, but between that and Nintendo 64,
I heard about Nintendo.
GoldenEye, man, that was when I was younger, man, coming up.
Hmm.
I'll never forget my favorite. My favorite's probably I used to love Dragon Ball Z, and you could only
Mm,
play at a certain time if you got the
It's one of
system
my favorite
converted.
animes.
Yeah, and you had to
Facts.
get the PlayStation One converted over to basically a Japanese. It was like a digital reader, and I'll
nice.
never forget my grandmother. My grandmother took me down Glen Burnie and got it done for me on my X. I mean, I said my Xbox Live, my PlayStation.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's nice. Like customized it. I like that.
yeah. I
That's real
still got it
nice.
somewhere. It's either in the storage or at her house somewhere. It's somewhere.
Yeah. What do y'all know about Atari and
I
Pong?
don't know what that is. It's a really old
Oh,
set.
I
I
heard
never
A-
about
played that
that.
before.
I
Atari
know.
came back out, but it wasn't. It didn't do too well.
Right, but that's the one that set it all off. It was all
Yeah.
about Atari back in the day, way, way back. But
I
y'all
was
learned.
gonna ask Raheem and Isaac if they remember the Madden
I
back in the
know
day.
that, man.
Madden used to
Remember it was
Madden the
Blitz?
ambulance used to come on the field.
You said what?
Or Madden back in the day, the ambulance used to come on the field.
Yeah, it was called Blitz. The game.
No, it was called Madden.
I never played that John then. Like early Madden
Yeah.
days, I ain't really start playing Madden
I
until
ain't
about
never played that.
8.
Look, when y'all get a chance, look it up. I never forget it.
But it is a game called Blitz where you can like
Yeah.
break people bones while you tackle them and all
That
types
was
of stuff.
made that was made by 929.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
It
called
was either
Blitz.
929 or 928. I know man, I'm always been a gamer.
That's what's
Like,
up. So, Alasia, tell us about your story. How long you been gaming? You said you started early.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, I started when I was 4,
Yeah.
and it was because of my sister. Because my sister used to always go over her cousin's house and play SmackDown versus Raw. So she got that. So she would have that. So the games that I really would play when I was little on her console, because that was her console at the time, it was her PlayStation 2. So I would play SmackDown versus Raw 06, 09. I would like to play Tekken 4 and 5 on her stuff and other games too. I'll play her PSP. But the first game system that I had that was actually mine, the very first one was a Game Boy Advance. It was a gray one. That was the first one I had. Then I got my own PSP when I was like 6. And then eventually my sister just let me have her PlayStation 2. And that's just how I got into it because of her. And she doesn't even play anymore. She stopped like when she was in high school after she gave me her PlayStation. And then I've been playing it ever since.
Mm. So, I mean, now you're in college, so you didn't stop. What makes you keep going with it? What do you like so much? You're like an avid gamer. You have like a big collection. I mean, like, what is it? What is it about gaming for you that you like it? What's the draw for you?
Gosh, I don't know. Like really say it's just because like it's fun. And it's like you find a lot of franchises that you really like and that you want to continue playing. Like of course I love the Tekken franchise, I love the Batman Arkham franchise, the God of War franchise. So or the Mortal Kombat franchise. You just find a nice franchise that you like, or you find a couple games that you like that you watch gameplay on YouTube. You just watch people play them, and you're just like, I have to have this. Like that's what I used to do when I was like little. Like I used to always like watch people play games. Like I would look up certain games that I like, well that I thought I would like, watch gameplay on YouTube, and I would beg my mother to order them on Amazon for me. And back then, you can get a used PlayStation 2 game for like 99 cents. So she didn't care. So she would get it for me.
Nice.
So that was how I kind of grew my PlayStation 2 collection a little bit because I used to always ask her to buy me stuff. Or like even when I was young enough to actually go in the store and see a PlayStation 2 game, like in Best Buy or something, I would get that. because like I don't know. By the time I hit maybe like 10, you stop really seeing them in the store because that was when the PlayStation 3 came out around that time. So you didn't really see that many PlayStation 2 games, and then the year after that, PlayStation 4 came out. So you definitely weren't seeing any PlayStation 2 games in the store.
Yeah. Well, would you say you're really like? How would you rate yourself in terms of skill level? Are you like really, really good? Are you like what would you say compared to like everybody in your
uh,
circle who you play games with?
I mean, you can't give yourself an overall rating as far as like gaming, period. But it depends on the game.
Okay.
See, like if it was like if I'm rating myself like on a game like Fortnite, maybe I get myself maybe like a 8 or a seven
Okay.
and a half.
Okay.
Or Naruto Ninja Storm 4, I give myself maybe an 8.5 in that.
Okay.
Like it's a
Okay.
couple games that has different ratings.
So you have decent skill, right? That sounds
Yeah,
right.
I'm decent. Yeah,
That's
but
good.
it's
That's
some games that I'm horrible at. I'll admit that.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
Like
So
what?
Um, Siege, Rainbow Six Siege. I'm horrible at that. I'm not good at Madden.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Yeah, just those are the biggest two I can name off the top of my head that I was playing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not good at this game at all.
That's like me in Fortnite.
Especially Rainbow. Huh?
I don't know how to play Fortnite.
It's like the basic game. It's like the most basic game ever.
It is basic. I just don't play it. I told you I'm more of a sport, right? Like I can play
yeah.
Call of Duty, but I can't play Fortnite. I don't know how. That's so backwards.
Okay.
So when you
That's
guys
how I
first
am though. Like
when
I
you
can play
first
Call of
had
Duty really good. Sorry.
no, that's good. That's good. So you all have certain games that are better for you than others, is what I hear. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't. For some reason, I cannot. Like my son want me to play Fortnite all the time. I don't. I die.
all the time.
you don't want to die.
Oh, I know. Like I'll be wanting.
My
I be
nephew would
wanting
want me to
to,
play GTA
win.
all the time with him and watch him play.
Oh,
That's my game though.
Right?
how
I
old
gotta
That's
is
come
a
out
he?
with a
classic.
new one though.
That's a classic. Huh?
How old is he?
And now he's in his late 20s, but when he was 12,
Oh,
the GTA had been out a long time. And he'd be like, Auntie, watch me play. And then he would get me to try to play it as well. Of course, I
San
wasn't good.
Andreas is one of the best GTA's ever.
Yeah. I think he had the Miami
We
version.
had GTA 5 out since 2013, bro. They need to get another GTA, bro.
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
tired of
classic,
this
though.
same
That came
It's
out when
GTA.
we were
classic.
in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
2013,
That's a while ago. So let me ask you this, you guys. So how has gaming changed from those early years to now? Like what are the biggest changes that they have? And do you think that these changes are good? Like what's
The,
let's talk about the evolution of gaming and videos.
the
Video.
graphics,
All
of
right,
course. The
the
biggest thing is
graphics,
the graphics.
yeah,
Tell me about the
I,
graphics. What
I
changed?
say the speed of the game.
Okay.
the features.
Yeah.
They got like structured modeling of every single game now. Like the
Yeah.
menus look different than what they usually are. Every single year they try to improve something. Like I'll say per se, since I said I like doing the sports thing. Every game is different. Of course, they got a new cover guy every single year. Um, so they try to model different every single year, but it's the same concept. Like it's still the same features. Sometimes they'll add like 2 or 3 new features just to test it out and see if people like it.
Mhm.
But I'm speaking in terms of Madden only. So usually Madden was just now just play now. Like you can just play with your favorite team versus any other team you want. Now they have this thing to and all this type of other stuff. So now it's just different features of different games. And the quality just gets better and better.
So you think it's an improvement? Definitely.
Yeah. The P4 version, like PS4, I got PS4. Um so the PS4 doesn't look nothing like the PS5. Like the PS5 is way more difficult, all types of stuff. Like the quality is just insane.
Right. Nice. What about anybody else? What changes have you observed over over the courses of each video game, whether it was the game itself or the console? Just how has it changed? Say that again, Elijah. Anybody else want to weigh in while her connection is kind of probably buffering?
Yeah, she's buffering. I don't know, but
that's yeah.
But what was your question? You said you want me to just
Well, you kind of talked about it. You talked about it from the Madden perspective, that things have gotten, Madden and PlayStation have changed considerably and gotten much better.
Yeah,
so
they have. There you go.
Okay. So what else beyond what Raheem added? How has the gaming industry and the consoles and the games? What other changes have you all observed, and do you think those changes are good or not so good?
I would say like the speed of the game. Oh, sorry. What?
You can go.
Like the speed of the game, real fast. Like I think we touched on it a while back, but like, say you play on a computer and then you go play on, like, even if you play on a computer right now and you play on Xbox or a PlayStation 5, like, computer is still faster.
Right.
And so it's like playing different consoles and seeing different speeds and the different graphic and stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. One more parting thought before from Malaysia, and then we'll move to the next segment. Malaysia?
I was gonna say that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I was just gonna say that the camera, just like the whole camera and the controls are better. Because like if you notice, like if you play an adventure PS2 game and like you have to like flip the camera around with the analog stick, I believe it's the right one. You will adjust the camera with it. Sometimes it's just so like bad. Versus like if you go to a PlayStation 4 or 5, it's really easy to like navigate and adjust the camera like when you're running around. Like some people understand what I'm talking about, but I noticed that the controls period are better too. Because some of the controls on a PlayStation 2 game are kind of bad. They're just bad.
Got it.
It kind of is definitely bad. I had played my uncle's PS3 when I went to his house. He don't really play games like that, but he used to be a real like, he used to be heavy on the gamer. Yeah. Like he has like a whole, y'all know, like our parents, or I don't know if y'all probably have it in your house. You know how people be having like them CD racks and stuff like that. Like they'll have like different movies and games and stuff mixed all in like one little thing.
Yeah,
DVDs and stuff. He has that, but he has strictly games in there, and all of them are PS3 games.
Wow.
We are not in 2010 anymore. Like, you gotta step it up, man. I ain't gonna lie.
But he may be like Malaysia's sister. He doesn't play anymore, so why would he keep up with it? You're
right. You're right. Once he went off to the military, you just forget games at this point, because obviously he wasn't at his house. But when he did come back, I was just like, bro, you gonna get back into gaming? He'd be like, yeah. Every time I go to his house, nothing never changes, bro. He still has that PS3 that he plays every day. Like, I don't understand.
All right. So on that note, let's move on to, thank you guys. That's good. We could talk about this forever though. Segment 2, media literacy in gaming. So I'm going to ask you guys the standard media literacy questions. How do you access video games? How do you get access to video games? Do you go online? Do you go to GameStop? Do you game in groups? So Alasia kind of talks about her mom would buy them on Amazon for 99 cents back when she was younger. How do you get access to the games now? How do you get involved?
There are multiple ways. You can get them from the store, order them online. You can get them from the actual like PlayStation store that's actually like installed on your PlayStation.
Okay.
It's a lot of.
Wow. So you could just purchase it like in real time. Like, I want to get this game, and you could just buy it, set up an account, and just buy it on the console itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite's free though. So it's just a free app for Fortnite. But as far as everything else, she hit it spot on. Like you can either buy it on your actual game or you can buy it at the store. And people don't really like going to GameStop, so they really buy it on the game because you have to buy a membership to play online.
Okay,
I think
understood. What's wrong with
so.
GameStop? That's the pain. They have to go in the store like that.
I never
Nah,
found nothing in
I
there.
just think I grew out of it. I used to be pressed to go to GameStop to go buy the CDs and stuff like that to lose them and got all this stuff on the back of the disc. I started to hate that, so I just bought me a hard drive and I just bought it on that game.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. What were you gonna say, Elijah?
I was just saying that he said people don't like to go on GameStop, and I agree because I never found anything in really.
So their
Because it's
supply
like,
is
I mean,
limited.
I'd rather just go in like a video game store that's like old, like it's like a vintage video game store. It sells a whole bunch of old games in there that you'll
Yeah.
never be able to find anywhere else, really.
How do you know that's gonna work on your system? Well, I guess they have it categorized.
Oh my gosh, you just brought me flashbacks. Let me show y'all. I bought this the other day. Well, last week when I went to the mall, I bought this. And I have really bad history with this game. My mother got this for me like when I was like 10 a second time on the PlayStation 2 because I broke my PSP version of it. I broke it. So I got that back then. It didn't work. And I bought this like last week and it didn't work. So I'm starting to think like, I don't know, like maybe God just don't want me to play this game ever again. I don't know, but I need to take it back. But you just brought me flashbacks. That game right there didn't work. I bought 5 total games from that store and only 4 out of the 5 worked. So I guess that's still good. That's still fine. But I was kind of sad that game didn't work because I haven't been able to play it in like 10 years since I broke it on my PSP like a long time ago. I broke it. I don't even know how I broke it.
When you get a game that doesn't work, can you take it back or is it as is?
They
You
allow
got an
you to
option to take it back.
30-day policy. They allow you to take it back. Oh wait, I'm talking about my store in general, not just I'm not talking about in general. I'm just talking about the store that I got this from. They allow
Right.
like a 30-day return policy, I believe. You can either get store credit or they'll just give you your money back. But I was still
Right.
kind of sad about that.
Right. So
They
over the
I try to turn in my PS4 to exchange it for a PS5. They talking about the store credit. The store credit is like $150, and if you ask for your money back, they're gonna give you like $80 back.
Mm-mm.
And
that's messed
they
up.
go off of conditions too. They go off conditions too. Like they don't even give you the full refund, bro. Like, and then you don't even really want the store credit because you don't go inside of the store. So why would you want to get that?
So it's not really
I
They
worth
would
should
it.
have gave you more because them things still
you
cost
didn't
like
go through.
$400. Like when we first got them.
Yeah, but I did it when we first found out about the P5 coming out. I tried to get it as soon as it came out because it was sold out everywhere. I waited in
Yeah.
Yeah.
line for that just to get my
All right,
time
so
wasted.
let me interject here because we gotta keep it clipped. This is good. This is good. So we talked a lot about the technicalities, like the features, like you're talking about the return and the new console coming out, new games, taking it back to the store if it doesn't work, searching for old games, buying used games, stuff like that. But how do you know which game is right for you? How do you guys select? This is the part of analysis of media literacy and gaming that we want to talk about. How do you know which game is right for you in terms of the content? Like, so if you're not just doing Madden, but like do you do what else do you do and determining how to select the proper game for yourself or something that you think you would like that would appeal to you? How do you make that determination? Like what's a good game to play versus a not so good game?
If I can
Wow.
drive a car and shoot or anything like that, I'm good with it. It doesn't even really matter to me, honestly. I like any type of game where I feel like if it doesn't catch my attention as far as like the scenes and stuff like that, they be having like the cut scenes now in games now. If they don't have like nice little cut scenes or like a storyline that I like, I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
Like that's why I drifted away from Call of Duty a little bit. Like kind of it's getting old. Like the stuff that I used to do in like on the old Black Ops and stuff like that, it's just
Hmm.
not the same now.
Yeah.
Like Black Ops 2 is still one of my favorite Call of Duties to this day. And that came out like years ago. So I don't know. I just like sports games for real because it's the same thing. But
Yeah. It's the game.
yeah,
So if it's too violent, this goes into evaluation. You're looking at the content. Like if it's too violent, like Doom and GTA or stuff like that, I mean, you feel like you just like it's too much. I mean, like how do you determine like what's good for you is what I'm trying to get at. Like you like
Um,
sports, Raheem. Yeah.
Me, when I was younger, I used to have like the PSPs and the Game Boys, and my father had the Dreamcast, PlayStations, all of that, and I pretty much just played what he played. But I remember for my PSP, what I liked was like Mario Kart and stuff like that. Like I like little stuff like that. I was never big with sports. Like I don't see how boys, and I love basketball. I don't see how y'all can get on these games and play nonstop for hours. I'm like, bro, this is so boring. Like, just go to the gym and do that in real life. Like, I cannot sit and watch it for hours. That is so boring. Like, Madden is so boring to me. But when it comes to like GTA, like, or Call of Duty, like games you shooting and, even though it's bad, like shooting and killing and robbing, stealing, all that. I can play that because it's like, okay, let me see what my next mission is and stuff like that. But I'm not a sports game person. Like
What
that.
about games on the iPad? Like, we talking about like consoles and stuff like that, but people playing games on that. What is the one? Bejeweled and Candy Maker or something like that. These
I think
Candy
games,
the
Crush,
best
Candy
game.
that had my
Crush.
money in a
There's one
yeah,
chokehold.
on the what is
Weird.
it? You got to dodge the traffic.
yeah.
my, my son put me on to that. But I
Okay.
wanted to say something about the last thing you said. Without, I know you just real quick, real quick.
Yes, yes, yes,
Even
yes.
even in the sports games, you got like storylines. 'Cause, like me, I used to love playing online. But even now, like I don't even offer to play people online because I don't really like doing it. I'll play the storyline, then move on from it maybe. But that's how I'm more of a story. Like I got a brand new Xbox. I'm playing my old Xbox so I can play a Mafia game. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in kind of what you like. Like, and I just bought the Mafia game last week. It was only $14 on Amazon.
But the Mafia game is not on your new console, is what you're
No,
saying.
because
For
it's
the
for the
old.
Xbox. It's for the Xbox X, S, and I got the new one, the X. So it's not compatible.
I got it. Got it. Wow. Wow. So do any of you produce video games? Like, like, can you code and make your own video games? Have you all tried that? I mean, like, it's real basic. But you can do it. Do any of you have experience or know anybody with experience, and or um how do you do other things like create like your avatar and your markups, mock-ups and stuff like that? I mean, do you like what tell me about all of that in terms of you actually putting content out there that's either an actual video game or related to the video game process, like your high score and things of that nature. Tell me about that.
I'm a,
So, me personally, I'm transitioning from the research analyst field and going into UX design. So that's pretty much tech. And you meet a lot of people along the way, like a lot of designers. So I met a girl who's into designing virtual reality games.
Mhm.
And so I literally just met her like 4 days ago and we started talking. So I was asking her how she does like mock-ups and stuff like that. And she was telling me some type of software that she uses. But
sequel.
it was just interesting to see because like I never thought about like how do people create virtual reality games. And me, the last time I did it was we went somewhere when I was in Houston, and like that game was realistic. Like I really thought people were shooting at me when I took them glasses off. Everybody was looking at me like, girl, why are you screaming like that? Like that game was scary. I didn't know that game was scary. Whoever designed that, they did whatever they were supposed to do because I really was like running around the little bin thing. Like it was a mess. But I'm very interested in how people create virtual reality games. I know for me, I don't create games, but when it comes to like websites and stuff, the mock-ups that we have to go through is very tedious. So I'm sure for a virtual reality game, like the coding process and then the web development itself is probably way longer because there's a lot. You probably have to sign off to get a lot of the graphics and stuff used and everything. So more power to them. But if I had to go with my favorite gaming, I would say virtual reality is it.
Okay, nice,
I
nice, nice.
would
Yeah,
I would back you on that one.
Yeah.
definitely.
I actually
I had
actually bought my
go
daughter
ahead.
Oculus, and I probably only used it twice. It's actually sitting in my face right now, but it's fun. I only like playing the boxing on it, so I get winded.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about it because on the Xbox 360 they have I forgot what that joint is called at the top. It's like it's separate from the Xbox 360. Like you can buy it. It's called a Connect or something like that. It wasn't really the virtual reality thing, but it was just something that you can use. It was like a that you can use to play games on it.
Yeah.
About
Nice.
virtual reality and stuff. It reminded me of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
So
cool.
when you like video games and you think a video game is good, thank you, Raheem, and all of you guys for this. How do you tell other people about it? And like in the earlier segment, we talked about features that you may or may not have liked or possibly writing into video game and content creators and voicing your opinion about what's good and what's not good. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you actually like act upon what you like and what you don't like? I hear you acting on you when a new console or system comes out, you get that. Like a lot of you have serial consoles by the same manufacturer, but what else do you do to like show either your support, your dislike, or tell other people about it? Like how are you doing that with your video gaming experiences?
You asking like how do we? Wait, didn't you ask how do we tell people about it if we like a game?
Yes, that's the first part.
Well,
So how do you yeah.
okay. So I guess like I'll just. Well, I don't know. I know one thing about me. If I really like something, I'm gonna keep posting about it. So I always like post about it on my Instagram story. Like if I really like something, it'll always be on there on one of my pages, and I'll just tell people about it too. Like I could be like, oh my gosh, this game is like so like hard to beat. Like I don't know if y'all heard of this game called Returnal, but I've been playing that. I got my friend on it, and it's really hard. If y'all get the show, watch the gameplay. Really nice gameplay, but the only thing is that they just game so hard, like on purpose. Like in the beginning, it literally says across the screen and words verbatim, this game is meant to be a challenge. Like you're like telling you that you're gonna die multiple times throughout the game, but it's like when you play it and you win, you beat the whole thing, you realize you're supposed to die just so you can get the flow of everything, so you can go through everything, and like you just understand how to beat everything. So, but I recommend that's a game I recommend. If y'all just gotta have patience with that game a minute, but I
So you
recommend
tell
it.
people via
And I
you
got
just
my friends
on
playing it too.
social networking and tell people this that they should.
I post it on social media, or I just talk to my friends about it. Like that's how I got one of my friends to buy it, and he still didn't beat it. Like he got it like maybe like a month after me, and I beat it a couple months ago. He literally just beat the first boss on that game, and it's like 4 or 5 bosses that you have to beat. He just beat the first one like a couple weeks ago, maybe last week actually.
So you like this? How do you tell other people about? How do you tell the manufacturer that you like this is good? Is there a rating system
Oh,
somewhere that you can go to online and say I like this? Or if you get a game and
I
it's a
mean,
bum game and you don't like it, how do you reach out and like tell people like I don't like this? Why did y'all create that? Do you all any of you do that sort of thing?
I mean, I've never
It's
done
pretty
that. I
hard
mean,
to
I
nowadays.
remember when I first. What'd you say?
He
I
said
was
it's
saying it's
hard.
pretty hard to nowadays. Most likely,
Oh yeah.
like she said, you could probably put it on your social media, or put it on theirs. But you know, I'm not gonna say a review doesn't mean that much now, but kind of doesn't.
Okay, so let's move on to the next segment, which is segment number 3, diversity. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Diversity and inclusion in gaming. Tell me about a game that you all have played that is inclusive for all ages and races that's out there today.
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Why,
I don't know.
why
I'll
is
probably
that so
say.
inclusive?
I
I
think
mean, some
now
parents might not
since
like the guns, but mm, mm.
I would say 2K, 2K or
2K.
Madden.
You
Okay.
think a 4-year-old could really play that? Like, actually be good at it?
Mine
yes,
does.
Oh, wow, okay.
surprisingly, that's the only competitive game that everybody plays. Like, you can't even say that people don't play 2K. Like, 2K
You gotta
is
think of
everywhere. Like, I think that's
my
the
bad,
most
Raheem.
kid friendly game that you can play. Like, if your parents
Yeah,
don't want you to
Mhm.
play like anything like
Mhm.
GTA or Call of Duty or anything like dealing with shooting, they'll let you play stuff like 2K because obviously they'll watch it on TV and they'll let you play it. But I think that's the most kid friendly game, and I don't think it'll ever get old because every year they draft new players and new players do new things that they see on the internet and they like it. So I think that's the best option as far as gaming for anybody.
yeah.
Nice.
And then if you think about it, like with the younger kids, like even if you buy like one of the kids a game and you get them like one of the Lego games, like they still have to memorize certain stuff in the game with buttons to press. And so like with sports games, there's only 4 buttons at most you're gonna press, 2 buttons. And once you learn your certain moves you like you gonna stay with it. Like when I bring the ball down court in 2K, it's a 98% chance I'm a Euro step. You know what I'm saying? My
This
son
man really
probably,
put calculations on. Okay.
yeah, like my son, he gonna pull up on you, so he gonna shoot a three. So it's different stuff. Like what you learn, what you like to do, how you like to do it.
It's all
Right.
about your playing style, honestly, and
Huh?
your level of tolerance
Yeah.
for the game. Because that even 2K, you'll get so old, but you'll still make the same mistakes and you'll still rage the same every single time. Especially if you really got a passion for that game and stuff like that. It's like a feature in 2K. It's called My Career, where you can like build a player and stuff like that, and you can do all the animations, everything that you like. So when you play people online, you're gonna get competitive, and when you're competitive on the game, you know, words are said and things like that. And yeah.
Right. So what about gender in video gaming? So I think there's a stat out that 65% of all gamers 18 to 34 are women. What do you guys think about that stat? And what about children in gaming? You all mentioned including young people playing as a child. What do you think about these other aspects? Because when you think of gaming, you think it's like a guy thing, but it's a lot of people.
I would
I feel though.
say it's probably more split than they know.
Okay, more even.
Oh yeah, it's more even. I
Did
would
I
say.
think this well?
No,
Yeah,
you're still live. We can hear you.
and like in my screen, it kind of like fuzzed out.
Oh, maybe that's your connection. I can see everybody pretty well. Raheem, what was you going to say?
My thing going in and out.
So maybe you're
You hear
buffering.
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, so what was your question again? You said
What about women and children in gaming? Like the thinking is that gaming is like a guy thing, but it's not really. It's a lot of other people in it. So why don't we really hear about that? Is kind of the question I'm asking.
all right, so now it's like different softwares and stuff like that. It's a thing called Twitch. So everybody, if you're a gamer, I think that's one of the most popular gaming sites where you can stream your gaming while you're playing the game. And I think that it's a lot more female gamers on Twitch and stuff like that. That's how you really find out who really plays the game. Like I haven't really met anybody who plays the game more frequently than probably like somebody like Alasia. Like she says she plays the game a lot. Like I don't know nobody in my friend group right now that can say that they play the game like that. But I also always thought it was a guy thing. But girls play
Me
too.
too.
Girls play too, and it's really surprising how girls are actually good at these games. So like, I played a girl one time and I almost lost, and I was like, "How did you learn how to do that?" And that's because they either watch the guys play it, or they just practice on this by themselves. Because nowadays, like when a guy be like, oh yeah, you can play the game. The girls actually legit be playing that game. Like, say for instance, he going to the store. He leaves his controller on the thing and say, "Oh yeah, you can play if you want to." 9 times out of the 10, the female is going to pick up that controller and start playing and try to learn how to play. And every single time she's around, she's gonna want to play that game, bro.
Why can't she
It's
just be
crazy.
good at the game naturally? Like
I
you
didn't say
said.
that. I'm saying it's just more. I don't know how to express that, but it just seems like anybody can play it. It's just the
Right.
fact.
Why are you surprised then that ladies have an interest in gaming or that they are good at it in some
I'm
cases?
not surprised they're
I think
good
he's
because we have better. Like I feel like women just
Hmm.
can grasp stuff quickly. Like depending on the age range, like we can grasp stuff a lot quicker than a lot of men, in my opinion, just from my outside looking in. So if like Raheem said, if she's constantly playing, like it's like okay, it's easy for her to
Right.
grasp like it would be easy for him to grasp it. I don't know
Right.
why it's so shocking, but
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Women and girls are
When a
supposed to
woman,
be more adept at coding too. Is apparently. I think it has to do with
yeah,
patience, the ability to sit down and work until you get good at something. Right.
yeah, that goes with anything. Not even really just with gaming, but focusing on the gaming topic. I feel as though like when the guy says, "Oh yeah, I'm about to play the game," you wouldn't really hear a girl say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get online with you" or anything like that. They'll just play by themselves. Like I haven't really met anybody a gamer like that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So what about diversity in the gaming industry? Like would you say the people who create the games and the people who play the games, would you feel how diverse do you feel the whole gaming and video game industry is? How diverse would you say it is?
I would say it's really diverse. I mean, you see a lot of different
We're buffering a lot. This system here,
people
man.
on,
Stream not good
man.
today. That's
Yeah, I
okay.
don't know. It's making me keep buffering for me, but I just
That's okay.
restarted my page and it's good now.
Okay, cool. So Algie was saying that
He's buffering. What
it
was the
is
question
rather
though?
diverse. How diverse is the gaming industry?
How diverse is the gaming industry?
Yes. Would you say how diverse would you say it is? Do you feel like it's diverse? Algie was saying he thinks it's pretty diverse.
I think it is too.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to put that in words though.
That's all right. You just think it's diverse. Like
Yeah,
everybody from all walks of life are playing games. And it does sound
yeah.
like it is. I agree. Let's talk about racism in I mean, apparently there's this thing like you be in the chat and
Yep,
people be like going for you hard. Like, what is that
yeah,
yeah,
about? What is that
yeah.
about?
yep.
What
I got a
why?
lot to say about this one.
Why?
All
Why?
right,
Why?
so I don't know. It's just a thing where white people. Okay, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, you can
Caucasian
say white
people.
people, yes.
All right,
that's who it
white
is.
people feel as though that since we can't see them physically, they can just talk trash over the game, and they'll
Okay.
say things like cracker or something like that, like some weird stuff that they know they would not say in real life. Like that's where this trash talking thing comes apart. It's just like they're so racist and it's so crazy. And it's all because they're mad that he lost the game, and it's crazy.
So people from diverse backgrounds are out gaming their white counterparts, and they don't like it. So then they start name calling in the chat. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Anthony, go
Like
ahead.
I have never seen somebody get called the N word more than an online like chat room, like a gaming room or something like that. That's their number one go to. Like as soon as they start losing or one of their people get shot, anything, they gonna call you the N word. Like that's what they gonna do.
Why?
And
Just
I don't
mad
know.
because they losing?
I
Just
think
'cause
it's
they
more
playing?
so they can try to psych you out and get you mad, because I feel like any real gamer knows that's just like in sports. If they can get in your head, it's going to distract you from what you have to do. So I feel like they're going to spend that time trying to like make you mad, make you upset, so you can start playing bad, and then they can dominate how they want to. To me, it's a psych out thing, but that's why I always said I like being in the background, causing commotion. I don't say racist stuff, but I'll be in the background causing commotion, and because I know the same process. Like I could say something to you and get you mad, and then boom, you losing at 2K, and I might do that. Like that's what teamwork.
Right.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So from what I'm hearing, and now you're the one who sent this question to me. Why are people likely to ignore it? Like, are you feeling like people who get called names, or as opposed to the people who are likely to call the names in these circumstances? Why do you feel like people are like, just let me just finish playing the game and I'm gonna deal with this, as opposed to in person if it happens? Is this the same thing as sports, where somebody's on the field and they call you a name, or a playing surface and they call you a name and you just ignore it and you just win, and then you show that as your prowess, as opposed to punching them in the face or calling them names
Me
back?
personally, I've never been called anything racist to my face. So online, I know people can say a lot of stuff online because it's online. I can't touch you in real life. Like unless you're in my city or something like that, I can't do anything to you. So I'm not gonna waste my time getting overly upset. Like if I get that mad, I'd rather just log out. It's very simple. Just
I ain't
log
gonna
out.
lie to you. I done had so many arguments on the game where I was like, pull up, bro. Just like pull up.
Exactly. Like if you can
bro.
pull up. But if you can't, like it's no reason to go back and forth. There's no reason to do all that. I know you're just mad, and I'm gonna make you madder. Like that's all it is.
Pull up. But the thing is, like, but would somebody really come all the way to your neighborhood and be like, yeah, because we was beefing on the game? Like, is it that serious?
It's happened
Nah,
before.
it's not even safe, bro. But it's just like my little cousins, they be arguing with all these people in the game. It's like talking about some pull up. Like I can't really knock them for saying that, because when I be on the game, I do the same thing because I like to troll. It's trolling. It is just like a very frequent thing now. Like everybody does it. Like
Why troll? Like,
Yeah,
can't
I've
we
seen
just
it
get
all go.
Trolling is
I've seen it
fun.
all go wrong.
No,
Definitely
trolling
pulling up.
it makes the game better.
Algie? What
It
did you say?
definitely
You said you
does.
saw it go wrong. What happened?
I said I don't do the pull up thing. I don't know. This where I'm from, that just don't go well. I mean,
You gonna die.
My whole
yeah.
thing is
I
this.
mean,
My thing is this.
listen,
And
I'll let anybody know. You pull up on me, you know what I'm saying? It's 9 chances
You're
out
not
of 10
gonna
you're not
leave.
going home.
And that's what I
Right.
tell people all the
So you
time.
know what I'm
Like
saying? Like,
if you were to ever get in an altercation or something, the quickest way to get jammed up is somebody say, pull up to my house, and you actually pull up to their house. You're the idiot. Because whatever happens when you
you're the
step on
idiot.
their property,
It's on you.
that it's on you. You pulled up to their house. Like that's so stupid. But
Wow.
But
I've
I tell you
read
that.
before where it's like a confrontation over a game has led to somebody dying because they literally pulled up.
I've been in the backyard. I've been
Yeah.
in the backyard before somebody had a gun in their hand and telling me and my brother to step across this line if you want to, nigga.
What?
on Thanksgiving 2 years ago on my
This is
mother.
at your own house in your neighborhood.
No, it was at my brother's house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some people take games like very, very, very seriously.
But
Those are the ones
I mean, that went differently.
different.
That went differently than it went differently than it probably sounds like. 'Cause my brother's actually a police officer, so it didn't work out for the other guy, kind of.
Yeah, because that's a terroristic threat, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at that time, it's gun to gun. It's gun versus gun. So at that time, somebody gonna put the gun down and squabble like men. But
that's definitely.
listen, I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that because I've been in all those different types of situations. I've been on the football field. I went to Lackawanna College. If you Google the numbers in Scranton, it's 2% black people. You know what I'm
That
saying?
sounds racist.
Very racist.
Oh
They're
yeah. I got arrested before for sitting on a lookout with a white girl. Like that's not. I'm not making this up. I got asked to leave a bar before when I ordered an orange soda. You told me I wasn't 21. I'm 19. I ordered an orange soda, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's all different things in
Wow.
life. You know what I'm saying? So I've been,
Wow.
man, I can tell you, I've been choked. I've been by white people, by a white officer, all because my friend was disrespectful. We didn't go to jail. We didn't do nothing wrong. All we got was choked. But this is during a time where you wasn't pulling your phone out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first thing you was doing was you was probably fighting back. So I mean, different times. That's why I'm so happy now that people do pull their phones out and stuff like that. And I'm not that old. I'm only 30, but
Yeah.
32. But
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Wow. 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 Wow.
I'm telling you, it happens. That's what I'm saying. So, but a lot of times in the chat rooms, I see this a lot. It's a lot of people. You hear it a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot. So
It's a
just
lot.
backing that
I
up.
mean, you think the gaming is supposed to be it's entertainment, and so for it to get ugly like this and get dangerous, I pray and hope that cooler heads prevail because it's not worth the loss of life, you know. And it's one thing if somebody's feelings is hurt, but it's another thing with death and injury. It's no unchecking those boxes. You know what I'm saying?
It's no
So,
different than like card games, though. I'm sure you've been to some family gatherings where they pull out the spades, and
right.
that leads to that
They
leads
do, and
to
then they get to
possible.
they
drinking,
be
but it's
doing
not that bad.
crazy.
It's like at the end of the day, it's family, so they might, tussle and push each other a little bit. But we talking about something on a whole nother level, a whole nother level. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I'm just hoping that everybody is safe out there. You know what I'm saying? And just understand that violence doesn't pay, and some things
I
you
have
can't.
to agree with that one, though.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Doc. I have to agree with that one.
like what?
I just seen Space Gang way wilder.
No,
Definitely.
spades and dice games,
What
they
kind of
can go
spades
left
y'all be playing? I
real
mean, come
quick.
on, it's a card game. I got it. I got it.
At a cookout with the liquor flowing.
Yes.
If somebody renege or do something wrong,
Or
some
don't
money
pay
on the
the
line.
money that they owe, that
Oh
they
man,
lost. Yeah, because they play for money. True. Yeah. I
Spades
get
the
it.
games
money
can
on the
bring up.
table when they start screaming at each other that somebody cheated.
And it's always a cheater. Why is that? Hmm? Always a
I'm
cheater.
not gonna
Because
lie, I'm like that in
everybody
Uno.
think that they're good. They're not good. They suck. People don't like the fact that they know that they suck. You know what I'm saying? So they try to treat
What
this image
language?
See,
of
Why?
he's
like
the one that will flip a
You
table.
mean they need
Raheem
to
is the
get
one
better?
that flips tables.
I flip tables. I don't even play spades, but if I was to play spades, I do. I don't care.
Why do you
I
There's
don't
flip
like
me with
tables?
losing.
Uno.
Why do
I
you
don't
play?
like
Why do you flip
losing.
tables? That's a bit extreme. Although, Dr. Cubbage, if you make me mad
Nah, I
enough,
wouldn't do
if
that.
I'm
I was
mad
just
enough,
trolling, but
yes.
I was just trolling, but I don't know. I don't like losing. So I
Oh,
wouldn't
sore
say I'm such a
loser. Okay.
sore loser though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I lose on some stuff that I know I can fix, then I'd be like, oh, all right, you got me. But if I lose on some blatantly, like, you just whoop me like crazy, like say somebody, we playing like team deathmatch on Call of Duty. If you just hitting me every single time I come across like a wall, like hitting me through a wall or something like that, I'm going to max out. And I'm going to be like, bro, you did not beat me. And I swear to God, it gets so heated sometimes. It gets so heated sometimes, bro, that I just be like, bro. I
Raheem,
say
you have to
anything, bro.
practice so you can win. You can't get mad because you lose. All right. One thing I was going to ask is about diversity in terms of disability. Do you guys, are you aware of the ADA? Are there any ADA requirements for gaming to accommodate people who are living with disabilities? Anything about that? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Do you see anything on your consoles that talk about that feature?
Oh no, nah.
No. Do you think it should be added? Is
I
that
don't
fair?
think so.
Why not?
I mean, they have things for like if you're deaf or if you're blind, you can still
Yes,
play
that's what I'm talking about.
by feeling
ADA.
the buttons. Yeah, they have
Okay.
those things. They have those things. You have to
Okay.
buy certain things or certain equipment, but you can play.
Okay. Got it.
But I
Got it.
feel
Got it.
like if
In
you're
that case,
blind,
yes,
how can you? I mean, there are games that you can enjoy, but like I don't see a blind person excelling in like Call of Duty or
exactly.
2K
And that's what I
or
would tell you. This is another experience I've had. Like you talk about whippings. I got beat 20-0 in baseball. I was the ninth ranked player in the state of Maryland, and I got
Crazy.
excuse my language, but I got my ass kicked by the School of Blind
School of
down
Blind.
in Anne Arundel County.
You got whooped by
Look this
blind
up if you
people,
want to. Look
But
this
see,
up.
that's the
That
thing.
year, that
Oh,
year, what
I
was
will
that?
cry,
That was like
bruh.
2000 and I think 2005.
Okay.
Our baseball team at Emerson Westside High School was
Yo,
ranked second in the city. I was ranked ninth in the state, 11th in stolen bases. We got whipped 20. I think it was like 20-2. They stopped the game. Now you tell me, how did that happen? How did that happen?
Nah,
I
that's
think, I
This
mean,
is
in
I'm not.
person,
This
I feel like it's
like I
different. I feel
can't
like
make this up.
they're capable of doing everything that we can do, of course. But I feel like video games is more of a visual, like you have it's more, how can I explain it? Like it's different than in person. In person, it's like you can feel all that's going on. All your other senses are like going off. Like, so of course that's possible. But for a video game, I just feel like the main thing you need is vision for a
That's
video
what you
game.
think. So it's like augmented type of realities or different kind of things and features. This is what I'm talking about. See, the perception is just the same perception as women and gender in gaming versus the people who live with disabilities versus those that don't. And the idea is that this is something that people get so upset and animated about, like, oh, I lost the game, and everybody wants to be a part of this, including people who live with disabilities. So the gaming industry is probably one, they have to make accommodations, like Algie said, with the buttons that have the braille on them and different things, and you'll be surprised at what's out there. You'd be surprised. And you might play a game that's designed for somebody living with a disability, and you may not be able to even play as well as they play. So you just don't know. And I just wanted to kind of incorporate that into the discussion, because a lot of times we thinking like, oh, I'm just out here, I'm doing what I'm doing, and nobody's thinking about those that are like, considered, that are living on the margin, and we don't know to think about them. And that's including in the gaming development, as well as in the process of like, how would this be for somebody? Like when I talked about the improvements, then maybe they can improve for people who have impairments and who are living with disabilities. I just wanted to throw that out there, because we
That
don't
made me
know.
think about it. If you
Yeah.
guys get a chance, go on YouTube. It's I don't know what it's called, but it's a lady. She was born with no arms,
Okay.
and she only has her feet.
Yeah.
But they literally show her on this show, and I forgot what channel it was on, but I know you could probably find it on YouTube. She
Yeah.
was playing the game with her feet.
Wow. I bet you she was good
Yeah,
too.
she had. I can't make this up. She had a kid and everything. Like, she was playing the game. She was doing her daughter's hair. She was braiding her daughter's hair with her
Yeah, I
toe.
saw that. Yeah. See?
excuse
It's
me.
amazing. You never know. All right, we really technically only have 2 minutes left, but I want to cover the same
Right,
number
face.
4. I mean,
Oh
Nah,
no.
that's some dedicated like stuff.
Yo, when you get the chance, look it up. You're gonna be like, what?
he don't
I
believe it.
definitely
That's
gotta
all.
know that.
It's true. It's true.
I
She
All
want
right,
did
to.
but
everything for his feet.
last segment number 4. What is the future of gaming? Do you
I
feel
feel as though like gaming. You said future of gaming. I
yes,
think
like what,
gaming over the years is going to get way much better. Like it's just all about quality now. Like they don't even really care about what we want. They just any way that they can improve as far as like quality, they will just do it. I think
so
that's what's really going to happen.
so tell me some specific trends that you think are going to happen or that you're seeing developing now. Like what kind of features, what kind of trends, what kind of games, what's coming up down the pipe? Do you know? I mean, if you all are avid gamers like Alasia, what's good? What's coming up? What are they developing? What are some of the trends that you're noticing for 2022 and beyond in gaming?
They said no.
I have no idea. I'm
We
not
don't be,
sure.
but we don't be doing nothing, bro. The same
So,
games we gonna know that's coming out is 2K and Madden. They don't say nothing about Fortnite, Call of Duty. They don't say nothing about no other games. We gotta find that out all by ourselves.
okay.
I think in the next 5 years,
Another
look out for
GTA.
virtual reality, especially with the metaverse, meta world, or whatever it is.
Right.
They just got in trouble with that because it was kids going on the virtual reality app, or I think on the Oculus, and they was going to strip clubs on in the metaverse.
What? Oh no.
Look it up.
That's punishment. Unplug the internet at
'Cause
home.
you can drink. I don't know, because I would probably find it funny.
You have children. Do you have to do all that? Do you have security in terms of them getting access to even just gaming? Is that a problem?
I'm not gonna lie to you. There's certain stuff I'm a little strict with, and then some stuff you gotta let them live through.
Yeah.
So it's like I can tell them as much as I can. I always tell them I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink it.
Yeah. They have to burn their own hand to find out that it's hot.
Yeah, like even with my son, like I'm a certain way, but he's gonna be the way he wants to be, and I just want him to be the best version of himself. So
yeah, that makes sense.
This is why I love
my
generation parents.
You love what?
Like
I love the people in my generation that are parents, because when I see all the like stuff that surrounds like video games and the outrage and stuff now compared to what we had growing up, it's like the kids will be fine. Like, just talk to your children and explain the difference. Like, the kids will be
that's real.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. Calm down.
I'd rather for my son to know early than to know late.
I'd rather him have questions. Like, that's just like my niece. I would rather her have questions and come to me and I can explain to her the right answer rather than her have questions and listen to her friends and do dumb stuff. Like,
that makes sense. I like that. I like those answers. You all win Parent of the Year. Ding, ding. Parent and auntie.
I was about to say something that probably wasn't. I was about to tell you a secret. Like my son probably had GTA since he was 6.
Yeah.
Wow. He's 12 now.
But if he has GTA with your guidance and you know that he has it and he could talk to you about the content on GTA, I'm kind of like, every parent knows their own child individually and they know their level of maturity and they know what they're able to do and they know that it's a game. If you talk to him about the fact that he can't go out there and do the things that he sees on the game, that it's just a game, then
he ain't gonna do it.
When I had him, I was still a child. So
okay,
it's like we kind of, I'm not gonna say we've grown up together, but where I am now to then, like, you know, he knows when I'm serious, he knows when I'm playing, you know. Yeah.
You said you was 20, you 32, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like it was a different world. Like,
yeah.
That plays a part of me too. My dad was 23 when I was born, and it's like the way he parented was like it wasn't as like strict. He was a little more lenient. But when it came to me having questions, both of my parents were there to answer the questions that I had. So I knew about GTA and stuff, and it's a real life GTA going on in DC right now. So it's like
my neighborhood,
right? Like, you know, so it's just. I feel like when you talk to the kids and you explain to them what's going on, and you allow them to understand that it's literally virtual, it's not real reality. You cannot live in this reality. Then I feel like they can just enjoy the game and, you know, be that menace online, but in real life they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Someone be that menace online.
Okay. No, that's real though.
Online, not a menace to society. Yes.
Wow, that's definitely facts though.
So as we leave, we wrap up. We have about 3 minutes over time. But are there any parting thoughts that you have about the gaming industry that you want to talk about? That you
Sony is the best system out.
Period. It is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hands down. Full stop.
LG, you're on mute.
I said somebody slipped something in y'all breakfast or something this morning.
Numbers don't lie. People want PlayStations.
That is trash,
like, when
though.
did you hear anybody ask for that new Xbox? Nobody wants that.
I own both, and that PlayStation is trash.
Numbers do not lie.
I have every new system. I have the new Xbox. I got the new PlayStation with my son doing his room. I got the Oculus right here. I my daughter, my Xbox.
Y'all controller is so ugly.
You want to see my? I got you.
Wow, that's funny.
Why is your controller so fat? I don't know. Maybe it's just because my hand's small. I just don't like their controller. It's too fat.
My favorite system.
Are you having lunch?
Sorry.
This is trash.
I work overnight, so it's hard. You know, I was up doing a project. If you see the time I submitted the project, it was the 4 o'clock.
Look at this controller.
So I had to get something to kind of keep my brain going.
Now I understand. I do. We go hard in this class.
Well, you know, I was panicking.
Show them the PS5 controller.
I don't have a PS5.
But I'm trying to show y'all
I
this.
could have sworn it's a PS5
I gotta
controller
clean
in
this
your
thing.
hand.
This ain't PS5.
You all are busy.
I
We're
gotta
trying to
clean
stay
this
focused on
thing.
the conversation. We're talking about food, and then Raheem is showing us his console collection.
I was showing him the Oculus too.
Okay.
The Oculus.
Look,
Hold
Doctor.
up, let me go
Yeah,
get
look,
mine.
Doctor Cubbers. Look
I'm
at
showing.
Xbox
I'm looking.
and then look at mine.
I got it.
This is
Matter of
Xbox.
fact, no.
Where's
Look at that and look at
where's
these.
that PlayStation
So much
controller?
better.
Look at that.
So much
Wait, that's a
better.
P5?
Hold up. Where can I get this controller
No,
So
at?
that's a
much
Like,
better.
P4.
that controller is trash.
Y'all
Why are you
controller
saying it's
trash.
trash? Everybody
Trash.
has a preference. Why so mean about it?
I don't know
Because
because
they
they
don't
came with the
compare
Controller.
Xbox.
to PlayStation controllers.
I just
PlayStation
like
period.
if I don't if I tell you the truth, I like all of them. I like the Oculus better. That's why I grabbed the Oculus. But
Yes.
I need to get this
like
joint
I can even show
customized.
y'all. I showed y'all before, but I'm building a computer, like a gaming computer. So
Nice. Nice.
it's
Nice.
all in what you want to do, kind of what you like.
I
I'm
agree.
for it all, honestly.
I agree. As long as you get it in and you have fun and you keep it, keep it cool.
Yeah.
Keep it classy,
Like,
right?
I'll tell y'all a secret. I like PlayStation. I love Xbox. I am an Xbox fan more than PlayStation. But like my son, he loves PlayStation. The reason I make sure he keeps the Xbox is so I can game share. I'm not buying all those games twice.
That's
I
Man,
buy it
game
one
share.
time.
Game share too.
That's what y'all can't really game share.
Who can?
Y'all can't. It's not even.
Yes,
It's,
we
you can
can.
game share, but
I
it's not.
didn't buy. I
It's
didn't
not
have
as
Bob
legit.
Madden, bro.
Like
All you gotta do is log into somebody's PSN and download it on your stuff. You can
Thank you,
game share.
Elijah. They gotta
that's
do
what I'm
all
saying.
this, all this
That's
other.
doing too much. That's doing too
What you
much. I
gotta
can
do?
log in on his. I can log in on his Xbox, leave it there, then he just come back, right? Put his Xbox, load his profile up, and every game that I got on my console is on his
That's
console.
the same thing we do.
It's not. You got to download it, like she just said. You really got to do that.
Duh, you gotta.
You got to go into somebody else's. Oh my god!
No, you don't. No, once you download the joint,
It don't even
you
matter
don't
the
have to go
process.
back
It's still
to
the
his
same
account.
result.
It's the same thing,
It
This
really
man's
is
tripping,
though. Like
bro. But we're over time, Dr. Cubbage.
I'm not. I told you, I'm just arguing with y'all because somebody got to do it.
Hey, you ain't gonna win the argument with me, bro. You ain't
I
gonna
ain't
win.
trying to win. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show y'all that listen, all of them is the same. Even
Dr.
though
Cubbage, I
PlayStation
think I need to be
ain't
a
as good as
lawyer.
Xbox.
You need to what?
I think I need to be a lawyer.
I think you do.
No, you got to amp up your
Guess
argument
what?
skills
I
to do
don't
that.
want to do that.
You a
That
troll.
school
You ain't
is
no
crazy.
lawyer.
I can't.
A
I'm just
troll?
saying, bro. I'm just saying the amount of times I argue with
I'm
you every
messing with him.
day.
He know I'm messing with him. Like he know I'm just.
Algie's taking the place of Isaac, who
I-
had to dip out. So I don't know where he went,
You know what I'm
disappeared.
saying?
He was
He know I
driving. I don't know where he went.
Raheem know I Raheem know I
He had to
respect
go to
him. That's
work.
my guy for real. Like we all just play.
Nah,
We a
ain't
big
nothing like
family
that.
here. We just be joking.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And Bryson, he driving his FedEx truck. He's putting somebody's packages on their doorstep right now. Hopefully, it's no package.
Hey Bryson, I'm glad she brought that up.
Yeah,
Hey Bryson, they dropped the
There you go,
iPhone
right
off on my doorstep in October, right?
right.
And I never got it. That's $260. I need you to help me get back, bro.
No, what you got to do is
I'll
call
split it with you.
whoever sent it, and because FedEx didn't deliver it safely, FedEx takes that hit. And why would you wait from now until October to say something about it? As soon as you don't get it, you
Because
got
I
to be
paid
on the
for it.
horn.
You know the app. You know the app. What is it? Zip.
Yes,
It used to be like Quad Pay. I
yes.
paid for it on there.
Mm.
And long story short, I requested my money back because I was basically trying to get FedEx to handle it, but FedEx denied my claim. And so now, basically, I got my bank to give me my money back, but now they want Zip is coming back to get the money again. So it's like, this is too much. I never got the phone. I actually ordered it
So
again.
why is Zip
So,
coming? Oh, because the bank took it from Zip.
yeah.
But it's FedEx fault though, because they didn't securely deliver it.
Yep.
And you
And
can't
I got
put
every
stuff like that.
document to show it.
Yeah. You have a door cam?
No, I wish. That would have sealed it.
Yeah, that's what you need, because they just be throwing stuff on there, and they know if you don't know what something is. Look, it could have, I'm not accusing anybody, but you don't know what point it became missing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and table this. We're gonna resume on Wednesday. Raheem, we might invite your girlfriend. We will see if she will be able to join us. And then
You gonna invite my girl?
I am.
Yeah, invite
Next,
her. Make sure
Hey,
she's
Raheem,
in here.
you should show up. You should show up on campus, right? Go to the little nurse suite and
Oh,
take
I'm
us
gonna
some
go up there.
flowers or
Matter of
something.
fact, Be out. I'm about to go
Take us
get
some
right now.
flowers, bro.
I'm about to go get. I'm about to go. What's her name again?
Her name is Courtney.
Oh yeah, Miss. Hey, where Courtney at? I need to go see what's up with her. Hey man.
Everybody, thank you for joining us. I'll see you on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Remember, our podcast on Wednesday is the multi-topic podcast. Send me the questions. Do you all remember the topics we talked about, or do I need to send them to you again?
Relationships, you know that.
Yes, television.
Can you say it again or send it to
He
us
said it
again?
again.
Yes,
Email.
I will. I'll send it again, and then I want you guys to send me the potential questions by tomorrow at 5. We do that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for joining us. This was a very good and enlivening conference or podcast on video games. And we're going to start at 1:30 because we're going to do a hour and a half on Wednesday. So be ready.
Alrighty.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
All right, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Will do. Bye bye.